In week 3 of my journey, I set out to get a 55% win rate, and I failed. I think I had over 1000 AP that game. I barely got a 50%. I don't know if I failed because I played bad or because bad matchmaking and bad teammates. Riot got what they wanted. They set me up. Good job, Riot, you win. But it doesn't really matter. In week 3, I made a mistake. And the mistake was focusing on things that were not fully within my control, like win rate. League of Legends is a game that has a lot of variance. If the matchmaking decides that I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose. So when playing a game like poker or a game like League, focusing on the outcome is an easy way to get yourself a trip to the insane asylum. But like any one of those motivational videos that you use to run from your depression will rightfully tell you, goals are a very powerful thing. And if you're like me and you like to improve, setting the right goals is going to be the key to reaching that improvement. So after failing week 3, I looked at my mistakes and I came up with a very simple and effective tool that ended up working and made my win rate go from barely 50% to 61% in a span of 63 games, and over 3 weeks I climbed from Diamond 4 to Diamond 1. And the best thing is, everything that I'm going to be telling you is based on scientific research. The study I will be referencing today is titled How Are Habits Formed? Modeling Habit Formation in the Real World. If you want the link to the full study, you can find it in the description down below. So there are 3 main points that I want you to take away from the study. Habits form at different rates depending on the type of habit as well as its difficulty. It ranges from 18 days to 8 months, and on average, it takes about 66 days to form a habit. I personally had the mindset that it doesn't really matter how long it will take. The most important thing is that I'm trying to move in the right direction every single day, even though some days I might feel like I want to gouge my eyes out. It is a marathon, not a sprint. The second thing is, missing an opportunity does not break the habit formation process. So even though you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. You can still keep going. And finally, after repeating a behavior, you're going to reach something called the automaticity line. This is the point where the behavior becomes automatic, but it also stops taking up a lot of the brain's resources and brain power. It will literally become easy to do. So you will get the benefits of the new behavior, and it will not be detrimental to anything else. Plus, you will free up more space to use on different tasks or even add more habits in the future. So now you're going to be able to look at the minimap, track the jungler, last hit, and hit the subscribe button and like the video. Wow, that is incredible. So in order to create the tool, you're going to need a spreadsheet software. You can use anything, Excel, OpenOffice, whatever you like. And basically, I have a scale that I've defined. I've chose a scale of 1 to 5. You can use 1 to 10, 0 to 100, whatever you like. This is basically meant to rate your performance in every single game. I also decided to track my wins and losses as well as the win percentage. However, this is not necessary for the tool to work. And here you can see I would calculate the average rating I would get for each one of the classes by the end of the week, and I would use it as a starting point for next week, where I would aim to beat the average rank the next week. And here we have the habits that I wanted to work on. I wanted to work on warding, jungle tracking, farming, copium, and in the zone. Also, one additional thing, the reason why some cells are green and some are white is because I deemed ranks of 4 and 5 to be adequate, so I would mark them with the green color, and the goal overall was to have these big green streaks with smaller interruptions. And now to explain the habits in more detail, under the warding section, I defined the habit as placing the initial 3-minute ward to avoid jungle ganks, or placing the 1 minute and 20-second ward on the enemy raptors that helps you track the enemy jungler. Some people call it the faker ward. Another thing is, did I mindfully place wards or did I just use them in random places? Did I use my ward or was I losing wards to cooldown? Did I swap to the appropriate trinket on time, and similar things. For jungle tracking, I asked myself the question, did I pay attention to what the enemy jungle started? Did I know where the enemy jungler was before I made a play? Did I play according to what my jungler wanted to do? As an example, if your jungler wants to invade the enemy jungle, a good idea would be to push in the lane. If I didn't know that he started topside, I wouldn't do this. I would just die. Now for the farming section, this is not CSing. CSing is a skill, not a habit. It is very important to not confuse the two. It's more centered on the question, am I consistently gathering resources the best I can, or am I lacking? Example, pushing the side lane, grabbing waves before they crash, getting plates, jungle camps, or am I mindlessly running around the map and randomly fighting? And now we get to everybody's favorite. Copium. Copium describes the habit of doing my best to try to win in any situation and not letting anything break my composure. If I had feeding teammates, I would say, they're just having a bad day. This must suck more for them than it does for me. Wrong runes or summoner spells, adjust your play accordingly. Buggy interactions, try to move on as fast as possible. I still don't know what the f happened here. Huh? And for the last one, we have being in the zone. This is the most important one for me. Was I able to achieve a flow or near flow state? I can easily do this when I play off stream, but it is the hardest thing to do while streaming, which is the #1 reason so many players just play straight up worse while streaming. I think this is also influenced by outside factors such as you being well rested and maintaining lower stress levels. You can add any habit that you like, so you maybe want to add looking at the minimap or tracking the enemy summoner spells or subscribing and watching the videos on my channel. That's all great. Just find positive habits and slowly add them over time, especially the last one, and you will climb in no time. Of course, your success in using this tool is going to depend on your ability to identify good habits. If I could give you any pointers, I would say keep it simple. Keep them measurable, so define checkboxes that will allow you to say whether or not you managed to follow them. If you look at my example of warding, we have placing the ward at 3 minutes, swapping the trinket if need be, not letting the warding trinket get to 2 stacks, all easily measurable things. And of course, don't do too many at once. This will take mental effort and energy, and it might prevent you from effectively implementing the tool. The good news is this tool is not going to work if you are delusional and you lie to yourself all the time, which is about 90% of the League of Legends player base, so you have a very unique opportunity here to get ahead of everybody else. You can see both immediate benefit because it will remind you to actively start thinking about the things you need to do in every single game, but the best part is the more you use it, the better and more effective it will become as you keep integrating the habits and reaching that automaticity line. Automaticity. I think that's how you say it. I will definitely keep using this tool until I reach my goal, which in this case is grandmaster. So that's what I've been doing in weeks 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna try some different, more torturous things in the upcoming weeks, so if you want to follow that, you can join me over on twitch.tv/nilnoir. And of course, you can check out the previous weeks, all neatly packed in a playlist somewhere on the screen. So yeah, click that if you wanna see the whole journey so far. No way, we can't beat this, I don't think. No, he got shielded. Oh, what? Why was there a delay? So that was so stupid. He gave me a kill. Come on. What the fuck is he doing? What the hell? That's fine, I guess. I don't know if he flashed. Dude, where did my ult go? Why did it go to Africa?